Hey, the topic of authenticity has been brewing in my brain for a while now. Definitions are good. Authentic, quality or condition, being trustworthy, genuine, real. Um, for better, for worse. uh, that's mine. I added that one. The rest was Webster. I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now, and then Pastor Paul Vanderklay posted a video today entitled Hard Lines and Grime Lines. And he talked about drawing there's hard line stories, there's soft line stories, and full credit to you, Pastor. He coined the term grime line story. The way I took it, he explained it better than I did, but grime lining would be more blue collar than white collar, I guess. Think Matthew McConaughey in True Detective. Was that season 2? Anyway, think Hillbilly Elegy, if you've seen that. Great show, watch it. It's kind of hard to watch, but real. And a lot of times, not every time, there's a redemptive factor at the end of the story, where somebody gets redemption. And that, like I said, and that lines up with authenticity in the vein I'm wanting to talk about today. By the way, look him up. I'm going to link his channel, Pastor Vanderklay. His channel's really good. He's a pastor for the Christian Reformed Church. Let me get this right. Yeah, Christian Reformed Church. I've been watching his YouTube for a couple years now, and let's see how this breaks down. It all starts with Jordan Peterson. Let's see here. Let's go Old Testament here. Jordan Peterson begot Jonathan Pajot. Pajot begot Sam Harris. Sam Harris begot Paul Vanderklay, etc., etc., etc. That was Old Testament, right? I should know this better. Anyway, and the reason I'm talking about this is I think we've all had enough. Okay, let me rephrase this. I've had enough of the fake news and the false narratives and the bad faith actors. That said, I'm not putting myself up in the ivory tower. I don't want in, and they wouldn't have me anyway. I'm just saying that it's time for us to get back to the organic, back to basics, back to real, authentic stories, values, and people. And it's not all good or bad. It's the grime lining. It's not all good. It's not all bad either, though. I could tell you, I could tell you many grime lining stories of my past. Captain Stupid was my wingman for years. ST reference for you, anybody in the know here. Where I would, I'd build up my world and just completely raze it to the ground far too many times. But eventually I did learn. I learned what worked and what didn't work. I learned my limitations. Sometimes lessons learned the hard way are the best way, and sometimes the only way. At least guys like me learn. Learn. Yes. Like and subscribe, by the way. I always forget that. Thank you. Grimy reality is why I like a lot of is why I like a lot of my culture. Think Mad Max, think Blade Runner. Okay, I got a great one here. Ray, credit you with this because you pointed this out years ago. Probably the earliest memory of being aware of grime lining, decades before the term was coined, was the original Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Hope. Up to that point, there was Battlestar Galactica and Buck Rogers, Star Trek, Space 1999. Anybody? Yeah, I'm old. All the starships, all the spaceships were clean and shiny and brand new looking until Star Wars came along, and Lucas was smart. The X-Wings and Millennium Falcon, everything was beat up and rusty, and it looked like it had been out, all that stuff had been out in space. Well, that's where in this storyline, in this story, this is where they've been. They would not look all shiny and clean. That's grime lining it's a gritty reality. And I love that. That's what gave it gravitas. It gave it integrity. Blade Runner. Yeah, a lot of the post-apocalyptic movies. That's what I liked about it. You know, say what you will about the politics of it all, but it was gritty and grimy. Book of Eli was a good one. But it seemed to be based in reality, based in a reality, as I continually repeat myself. And my love for metal music. That lines up perfectly with the grime line. It's harsh, but authentic. It's real. It's brutal, but can be poignant, though. It doesn't pull any punches. It doesn't patronize or talk down to you. And it sure doesn't sugarcoat anything. That's why I love it. I'm of the firm belief that the paragon of metal authenticity and grime lining would be the one and only Lemmy Kilminster of Motorhead. Yes. Lemmy was just Lemmy. He was unapologetically honest and and real. That's what I loved about the man. Anyway, thank you, Pastor, for doing that. That's really got the cogs turning, which is saying something, because a little rust up here. Anyway, and to end on a high note, I'm going to link a song and some lyrics in the description, as well as Pastor Vanderclay's channel. Look him up if you're halfway interested. Even if you're not interested, look him up. What do you got to lose? And was there anything else? Nope. So there.